It's Valentine's Day, and what better present to give yourself or a loved one than a copy of my book, Alyssa, A Tale of Quantum Kisses. It's a great love story, an adventure, and a real look at our relationships in the world of AI. It's available on Amazon, and if you're that one person who had the problem with the download, contact me. Amazon has fixed the problem, and I'll be pleased to help you out. And to all of you who have read it and left those nice reviews, thank you. Best Valentine's present you could have given me. A report says Canada's tech sector faces continuing talent crunches amid rapid AI advancements. A study reveals reCAPTCHA's lousy at filtering out bots, but a great moneymaker for Google. Don't count China out on chip technology as AI companies challenge Nvidia's dominance with advanced GPUs. Canada achieves a new fusion milestone, bringing commercial reactors a step closer, and Larry Ellison, the man who said that more surveillance by AI would keep us on our best behavior, proposes we should have a centralized national data repository with all your data. Welcome to Hashtag Trending, the Valentine's Day edition. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. Despite the number of layoffs in the tech sector, Canada's technology industry continues to grapple with a significant shortage of skilled professionals, particularly in areas like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and automation. According to Robert Half's 2025 Canada Salary Guide, over half of IT departments are experiencing gaps in these critical skills. One key problem is that many of the skills needed didn't exist as little as a few years ago. So companies are still looking to related areas to seek data science, data engineering, and data analysis experts to build the robust data environments essential for effective AI and machine learning systems. The report indicates that 55% of employers anticipate AI will shift the demand towards these specialized skills, with 44% planning to hire more contract workers or consultants to meet their needs. Another area that is generating demand is the tremendous technical debt that many companies must confront, as legacy systems are often well beyond end of life and are not only incompatible with newer technology, they also present real cybersecurity risks. And what the report doesn't cover is that many of the skills that are required are precisely what advanced AI technology is planning to replace, with Sam Altman, for example, promising that the next few months will produce coding expertise from ChatGPT that will equal that of the most expert programmers. So the demand is clearly out there. The question is, for how long? And what skills are going to be required in the near future. It's an interesting but unpredictable and volatile marketplace. A recent study titled Dazed and Confused, a large-scale real-world user study of reCAPTCHA v2 has raised some concerns about Google's reCAPTCHA system. Now, reCAPTCHA is the next generation of the original CAPTCHA, which was designed to filter out bots and restrict access to actual human beings. The name stands for Completely Automated Public Turing Test to Tell Computers and Humans Apart. It's a real flashback to the 1990s, but for that time, this type of name really did make sense. In its first incarnation in the 1990s, it consisted of random letters and numbers, often slightly distorted. It progressed through other text challenges, and lastly, to the frustrating form that many of us know today, with those awful low-res small pictures asking you to identify a particular thing in a particular picture or set of pictures. But research indicates that reCAPTCHA is largely ineffective for protecting against bots, as automated services capable of solving these challenges with high accuracy have existed since 2010. So if it's that ineffective, why do we still have reCAPTCHA? Apparently, for Google, it's a real moneymaker. In its early uses, we helped train character and text recognition algorithms for Google. And today's CAPTCHA extensively monitors user cookies, browser history, and browser environments, which can be used for tracking and advertising purposes. The data collection has reportedly generated nearly $1 trillion in value for Google. The cost of this is largely borne by the individuals who enter the data. The study highlights that reCAPTCHA challenges have consumed approximately 819 million hours of users' time, with each test taking an average of 3.53 seconds to complete. Or with me, 3.53 seconds, time takes to swear at it, and then another 3.53 seconds till the thing gives up. But I digress. Given that reCAPTCHA seems to function more as a tool for data collection than as an effective security measure, the study's authors recommend reevaluating the use of reCAPTCHA, considering its limited efficacy in bot prevention and its implications for user privacy. We got a taste over the past few weeks of how Chinese companies, despite or perhaps because of U.S. sanctions, were able to launch a successful and highly competitive AI in what some are calling the era of reasoning models. DeepSeek, a Hangzhou-based startup, developed an AI model called R1, which operates efficiently on older Nvidia chips and is open-source software. So R1 delivers performance nearly equivalent to OpenAI's latest ChatGPT versions, but at a fraction of the cost. This innovation has disrupted the AI industry, leading to a significant decline in Nvidia's stock value, at least for a while. And now, recent information shows that the Chinese artificial intelligence firms are making significant strides in GPU development as well, presenting formidable competition to industry leader Nvidia. Companies like Huawei, DeepSeek, and Byron Technology have introduced advanced chips and AI models that rival it. Companies like Huawei and Byron Technology have introduced advanced chips and AI models that rival Nvidia's offerings. Huawei's upcoming AI processor, the Ascend 910C, has demonstrated performance comparable to Nvidia's H100 chip. And despite U.S. sanctions limiting access to advanced manufacturing, Huawei plans to ship approximately 70,000 units, valued at about $2 billion, starting in October. Byron Technology has announced the BR100 and the BR104 GPUs targeting AI and high-performance computing applications. These chips are designed to compete directly with Nvidia's offerings as well, although U.S. export restrictions have posed some challenges to their manufacturing processes. But a piece in Interesting Engineering claims that peer-reviewed studies show Chinese computer researchers have achieved a near 10-fold boost in performance over Nvidia-powered U.S. supercomputers using domestically made graphics processors. This, if even vaguely true, could be a real game changer. Nvidia is already facing competition from many sources. Google, AWS, and Microsoft have been planning their own chips, and even OpenAI recently announced that it would be moving forward with a new chip offering as well. China's rapid progress in AI hardware is just one more challenge to Nvidia's market dominance, but potentially it also challenges the dominance of the US, both in AI software and hardware development. In yet another surprising technology breakthrough this week, Canadian company General Fusion has set a new benchmark in nuclear fusion research by generating over 600 million neutrons per second using what they call magnetized target fusion. This accomplishment, recognized by the International Atomic Energy Agency, signifies a pivotal step towards realizing practical fusion energy. In their recent plasma compression series experiments, General Fusion demonstrated that their high-performing plasmas remained stable and maintained their magnetic flux during compression. What does this mean? These results confirm the practicality of this approach and de-risk the company's approach to achieving higher fusion yields. General Fusion's MTF technology involves injecting a magnetized plasma into a liquid metal cavity, which is then rapidly compressed to achieve the conditions necessary for fusion. And this method offers a potentially more practical and cost-effective path to fusion energy compared to traditional approaches. This breakthrough brings the vision of limitless clean energy closer to reality, highlighting Canada's significant contribution to the global pursuit of sustainable fusion power. And if you want to see this in action, you can watch the video. There's a link in the show notes. And finally, Oracle founder Larry Ellison has proposed that governments consolidate all national data, including genomic information, into a unified database to enhance AI-driven services and security. Speaking at the World Government Summit in Dubai, alongside former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair, Ellison emphasized the transformative potential of artificial intelligence across various sectors. Ellison advocates for aggregating diverse data types, such as spatial, economic, healthcare records, and infrastructure details into a single repository. He stated, "I have to tell the AI model as much about my country as I can. We need to unify all the national data, put it into a database where it's easily consumable by the AI model, and then ask whatever question you like." This centralized approach aims to facilitate comprehensive AI analysis, enabling governments to pose complex queries and derive actionable insights. Ellison believes this strategy could lead to everything from personalized healthcare treatments and improved agricultural productivity through better crop yield predictions, all the way to optimized resource allocation. However, the proposal raises some significant privacy and security concerns. Ellison had previously expressed support for real-time surveillance. In a 2024 Oracle Financial Analyst Conference, he stated that continuous observation analyzed by AI would keep everyone on their best behavior. So it's easy to understand why critics would argue that such extensive data consolidation could lead to pervasive surveillance and potential misuse of personal information. The recent concerns about Elon Musk's Doge team having access to federal payment information shows the idea of governments having information about citizens is concerning, to say the least. But when that data becomes all data and is accessible to a government-controlled AI, the potential for misuse is raised exponentially. So as governments consider integrating AI into public services, it's crucial to weigh the benefits of a data-driven insight against the risks of centralized data repositories. Robust data governance frameworks and stringent privacy protections will be essential to ensure that technological advancements do not compromise individual rights. And that's our show for today. Project Synapse returns this weekend, and the team explores what questions a CEO or senior exec should be asking about AI. Join us on Saturday morning with your morning coffee or whenever you listen to long-form podcasts. And you don't have to send me a Valentine, but this love, Jim Love, would like to hear from you with your comments, suggestions, and even things we can do better. Contact me at editorial@technewsday.ca or on LinkedIn, or if you're watching this on YouTube, just leave us a comment under the video. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day and a fantastic Friday.